Yes, I say yes. We are live, boys. We're back
Let's
in the
get it.
building. I'm feeling better. I've had time to sleep on it. Welcome to United Sauce and Wingers. My name is Dominic. You've got Naji in the middle, and you've got Sean in the mighty blue at the right. What you saying, boys? You good?
I'm blessed, bro. How are you?
Yeah, really good, man. I feel a
Good
lot
man.
better. I feel a lot better because I've essentially come to terms with who we are and where we are, and we're a decommissioned train. We're a decommissioned train right now. And when you go to London Victoria and you got some
Oh
trains that
wow.
are decommissioned and it just goes straight past you. You know, on those trains, if you're going to stop and you're like, yeah, cool, and just go straight past you. I'm cool with it. I'm feeling good. I've got a smile on my face because my expectations are so down the floor. I can only go up from here, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I can only go up from here. So
I hear that, bro.
whatever. Guys, this is going to be an awesome show, right? First of all, we're going to have a little debate and I want you to get involved. Don't forget, if you're new, subscribe to the channel, like that video. We want to get to at least 20 likes. So that will really help out the channel. And we want you to get involved. So today we're going to talk about, would you take Pep over Ollie? And I've had both people on both sides talking about this, and I'm intrigued to know your thoughts because you are the fans. Also, we're going to talk about, if Ollie loses, is this the end? I think I already know the answer. This guy ain't going anywhere. Does Pogba play? And at the end, we're going to have a little bit of fun and do a combined 11. Hopefully, it's not all blue. So we'll go from there. But boys, let's just get straight into it, guys. Does Pep, with this team, take us to a title charge this season? I'm the start of you, Naji. Talk to me.
I'm a no, bro.
Wow.
Straight no. Just I'll be honest. It's not about his managerial credentials. I just believe the type of manager Pep is. He reminds me of the Ronaldos of managers. Like, he can go into big teams that are already pretty much set up, ready to win, and just play his style of football because the players are good enough to adapt. I don't believe Harry Maguire could play Pep football. I don't believe Lindelof can play Pep football, and I definitely don't believe
Harry
Go on.
Maguire was on Pep's list. He couldn't afford him. You do know
Yeah,
that,
of
right?
course. Yeah, of
So-
course. But it doesn't mean he could play his football. I think Pep may be looking at Maguire now going, dodge the bullet there, bro. I'll be
I
honest.
don't know about that, Naji, because
I-
Pep don't go for anybody. He researches. And if he researches, Sean, you know how Pep does. He researches hard. If Maguire was on his list, you never know. In a different reality, he could be playing us, Maguire.
I don't watch City
John
too
Stones
tough,
was
bro.
on his list.
But that's what
We
I'm
know
saying. I don't watch City too tough.
Pep signed John Stones. His record with defenders is awful. So the
There-
fact that he wanted
there-
Maguire holds no weight to me.
There are some signings that you can look at and go, well, he didn't really do too well. But because they're flourishing and his style of play is coming through, you don't really watch it too hard. Last season, it was a case of we need defenders. Where's Nathan Ake this season? Like, no one talks about him. Do you know what I mean? So Pep don't sign good defenders, as Sean said. So I don't think he'll work.
I think Maguire's better than Aki, though. So I think that conversation goes out the window. I know Aki's not playing that much. He did play against the Champions League game just the other day against Marseille. And I think Maguire's better than Aki. So that window's out of it. I think Pep's one of those people that he looks for players. He might get it wrong sometimes, but the players he brings in have won him leagues. And if we're thinking about the game on Saturday, he wanted Maguire, and for some reason, Maguire's like a flicking Bambi on flicking ice. The guy doesn't know what he's coming or going. Is it green light? Is it red light? So for me, I don't know, man. I know you're saying that Maguire is one of those guys, but
What about you,
Pep's probably
Sean?
thinking he's like dodged a bullet, but I don't know.
What's Sean saying?
What am I saying? I don't believe Pep would win a title with this team. I feel that Pep, and I've always felt this, he's a decent manager, but he's not the messiah that everybody makes him out to be. He's never won the Champions League without Messi. I think that says a lot. He's had the perfect conditions at Man City to do so. He took over a treble-winning Bayern Munich side and failed. So Pep has his shortcomings. His football looks pretty on the eye, but at the end of the day, he's fallen short at the top level. And I feel like the conditions have to be absolutely perfect for him to be able to do what he wants to do, because his football, the way his style of play is so intricate, and there's only certain type of players that can play it.
Yeah.
We don't have those players, and we don't have an unlimited checkbook. So the signings that he does get wrong, which there are many, we could reel off tons of examples at City of players that he's brought in and they've left straight away. He's not going to have that at Old Trafford. He's got to deal with Ed Woodward, the board, the whole setup. You have to think, Man City brought in the whole Barcelona backroom staff to work alongside Pep Guardiola.
That's a fact.
So it's a big cog, it's a big machine that is allowing him to do what he's done at Man City, and at United it's a totally different ball game. Totally different ball game.
So do you remember our guy Physio D that we thought was trolling us the other day? And I think he just got the wrong end of the stick.
Yeah.
He's my guy, on Twitter, because I like his comments, right? And I tweeted this out before about, would you take Pep over Ollie? Because obviously we're at an inflection point right now. We've seen no progress over 2 years. Is Ollie the man for the job? There's no point me saying Ollie out. What is the point in me saying it? Nothing's going to change. If we bring in another manager, it will be good for maybe the bounce. It might be good for the first year or the first few games and months and so forth. But after that, Woodward will just infect.
I just got to stop you for a minute, man. You said something now I've got to just interrupt you on, because it's very important. You said we've seen no progress.
I haven't seen it.
I'm not saying
it. On the big scale, we haven't seen enough progress, Brian. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter agree with me.
No. How are you qualifying the fact that there's been no progress in 2 years since when Ollie took over?
Consistency, all right? Because with Jose, we had no consistency. With Van Gaal, we had no consistency. There was no consistency with any of the managers we had previously to Ollie. I'm judging Ollie on consistency. If we lose a game, but we've played good football where we're trying to attack, we're not playing defensive, down football, and it's like we played 7 defenders that last game. That's not progression for me. Progression for me is consistently playing football and trying to win. We didn't go to win that match. We didn't start that team or play a team.
So what about the week? What about the week before then? So when we played PSG, he obviously went out there to get the win.
Yeah.
Like clearly we performed great, but we didn't get their points for obvious reasons. That wasn't Ollie's fault. Yeah. So what about that? Because that's progression. Again, that was only a week
consistency
ago.
Though. No, for me, consistency, right? I always bring it back to the business world, right? If you're working in a business world in a company and you have one good month and the second month is a bad month, third month is okay, a bad month, mate, it's not going to work like that. You need to have consistency and plan for the future, or you're going to get sacked. That's what happens in the daily life. For me, progression, I don't think about game to game. I think about the whole season, what we're seeing. Are we seeing a different style of football he's implementing? And it's a good bit of football, but sometimes we lose because we can get unlucky and there's a better team. I'm not seeing that. For me, I think Ollie is a good manager and he's done what he came to do. He came to get the vibes back after Jose, to get all the toxic vibes out. He did that. He came here to strip the players that didn't want to play for the team, did that with Sanchez. He's done what an interim manager is supposed to do. But for me, I feel like we need someone to come in and do who's got the experience to actually be a coach. I'm not saying Ollie out, because if you sack Ollie now, who are we going to bring in? Because you don't know for a fact that Poch is going to be the Messiah, and he's not
the one. Why are people gassing Poch? He's not the one.
This is what I'm saying. We have no assurances that Poch is going to come in and do an amazing job. So people saying Ollie out, I get it, because Ollie's not good enough. But who's going to come in? Don't tell me about Allegri. Don't tell me about Allegri, because that guy, he's one of those guys.
He's Jose Mourinho 2.0.
Do you know what I mean? So
he's not good enough.
He's not good enough, Neji. So for me, on your question, Sean, progression is overall progression. I don't see it. And I don't see that it's going to get better in a year's time. We're still going to have the inconsistencies because I don't know what football we are playing. You got here, Paulie saying progression isn't playing a different formation every game. Paulie, you know what? Paulie's always got my back, you know. I feel like we just think the same.
I agree with the fact that we're playing too many different formations, and towards the latter of this season so far, he's started to go a little bit more defensive because he's a bit more scared. However, I'll come back to my original point. 4-1-2-3 was the formation that he was looking to build around. That was his formation from the last season. So when you've gone from 7th to 3rd, as we said, it was 4-1-2-3. That clearly showed that is the formation he wants to work with and build on. Unfortunately, not being supported by the board has meant he's had to adjust and react. And whether we like it or not, I don't like it, just for the record. He is clearly now playing formations that just allow us to not either concede, when we are anyway, down to individual errors, quite evidently, And also we're playing formations that don't allow a brand that we were happy with towards the end of the last season. We still haven't seen Ollie's preferred formation. That tells me enough. And now, as an intelligent man, not as an intelligent coach, as an intelligent man, if you're in your job role, no matter what it is, I'm a youth worker as well. If you have to adapt and adjust, then you have to do it. But the wheels are still coming off whilst you're doing it, and you hope for the best. He's in a position where I feel he's now in hope, where he's hoping things are working out. And the added little bonuses, or it's not even a bonus, the added little issues regarding Pogba just doesn't make it any better. I'm not saying that's an excuse, it really isn't. But when you're adjusting and someone comes and throws extra spanners in the work, it's like you doing overtime and a man giving you saying, yeah, I've got an extra hour overtime. A man's giving you another 6 hours worth of work and he says, get it done by tomorrow morning. And you're coming in at 5 o'clock in the morning instead of 9 because you ain't finished it. It's like problem after problem, and he's now digging himself into a hole. Whereas I feel like he's lost a lot of belief and he needs a bit more. I think he needs to be a bit more confident and self-assured and go, yes, I haven't got the players that I wanted in summer, clearly. Can't play my 4-1-2-3. So, you know what? Let's just go give it a go anyway. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, and I get sacked, I can come out and say whatever.
This is the thing, AJ.
Ollie's not going to say that. Ollie's not going to undermine
he's not.
He's not going to come out and say that. He's not going to come out.
I get that as well.
Can't.
I know what you two are saying, right? I get this, but we got to look at both sides because I see this so much. You guys are kind of saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, that he's not been given the plays he wants to succeed. Okay, that's what I'm hearing from you, right? But you've got to look at the other side. There are teams with even a penny drop of our resources that are playing on the eye, because the eye is important on the eye test. They're playing better football than Manchester United. There's no way you guys can say that I'm wrong in that situation. There's no way.
All right, what I'm going to say is,
there are teams playing better.
What I'm going to say is, in my eyes, with what he was given and the conditions that he's operating under, last season was a success for me. So I'm not saying Ollie hasn't succeeded. I believe last season was a success. This season is 10 games in, right? We're out of the Champions League group, which at the start, not many people gave us a chance to get out of. The reason I feel like we're so disappointed is because Ollie potentially overachieved in the first few results and got us into a position that we probably should never have been in, but we let that slip. So ultimately, you can look at that as a failure. But the fact that we were in a position to fail as kudos has to go to Ollie for getting us into that position
Sean,
in the first place.
Answer my question though. Answer this just yes or no.
Wait,
you give me more detail. There are other teams that are playing with lesser players and they're playing better football than us?
Dom, I said this to you yesterday, and you say better football, right? The last time we spoke about this, in my eyes, we're fifth in the table right now. So there's only 4 teams that can be playing better football than us, because better football is winning football. Football is winning football. I'm not here to be playing pretty tippy-tappy nonsense and losing games. That's not what football's about, Dom.
We've got a different value.
That's not what football's about.
I think we've got a different
value.
About
results.
I understand that, but I think we've got a different value and meaning of what is important in football. Of course, winning's important, and if you play good football, usually it's a consequence. It's usually an output of playing good football. But for me,
what is good football, Dom?
Good football for me is progressive football, triangles. You know, come on, you've played football, Sean. Triangles.
I know.
Moving the ball around, moving the ball around. Looking at those simple overlaps, simple basic things that Manchester United right now are not doing. Simple 1-2s. I can't remember the last time you did a 1-2 outside the box. I'm talking about that sort of football. I know results are important, Sean, but at the moment we're not playing the basic football. That's what I'm talking about.
We saw that style of football.
But you've agreed. But Dom, since Ollie's been in charge, at times, have we not played good football?
I'll be honest with you, a handful of games. I'll be honest with you, a handful of games, and for about 50 minutes of a game. At the very beginning, we play good football, and then it dies off. We go down, and then we come back in the last 10 minutes and try and do a madness and try and come back to the game.
I look at consistency, boys. I think that's what it is. I'm looking at consistency regarding players' consistency, because again, yes, he is always. It's not. I don't think it's to do with Ollie's consistency. Ollie's consistency as a manager, any manager has a consistent way of wanting to play. Whether that's the achieved result or not is a different story. But the players, as we saw last game, we can only go off last game, individual basic errors is not down to Ollie. I feel there's been a lot of individual errors, and it's all to do with our defense. I don't believe Ollie even needs to have a conversation of telling these players how to defend. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that is I don't think that's appropriate. However, it is Ollie's decision to remove those players from the team, and this is where he gets well-deserved critique and criticism. Because if your centre-backs are playing the way they're playing, and your right-back is playing the way you're playing, and they're ultimately getting you sacked, because let's be honest, 70% of those games we've probably lost come down to our defence. 30% you probably look at Ollie and go, you've made a little mistake there. You should have done this. You should have done that. And everyone can say that on those percentages. As a manager, he has to make those decisions anyway. Because he is a rookie manager in that respect, based on his credentials, as we've spoken about, are we allowed to allow him to make those mistakes, whether we like it or not? Are we allowed to? Of course we are. Because Ed Woodward appointed him, knowing who he was. So, again, it's on him appointing him. So, the 70% is the biggest part for me. And every game, we are talking about Bissaka, Maguire, Lindelof, McTominay.
De Gea.
We're not talking about Ollie. I disagree with De Gea. I think we should come on to
that point, though. On that point, AG, right? I say you're talking about all the defensive bits we got. Ankit said here, we still don't have a philosophy. One day we play defense, other day we play free attacking football, okay? I get you. Woodward has brought Ollie into place, so it's Woodward's fault for bringing in a rookie manager. I get it. It makes sense. But for me, all these mistakes that these players are making, why do they keep making the same mistakes? Don't get me wrong, right? These players aren't rubbish. They're not rubbish, man. And I think people need to get that in their heads, right? Why do these players keep making the same mistakes? It's because of the coaching. It's because of that we don't defend as a team. We put all the onus on the defenders. If you look at Wan-Bissaka, right? Wan-Bissaka is great on one-on-one defending, but he does not have any football intelligence or IQ in terms of his overall defending. Do you see those two goals that went over the top? Bam. I saw a still image of where Wan-Bissaka was. His player was so far behind him, he had no idea. This is what I'm saying to you, and this is where it comes down to Ollie, right? And the difference between having a coach and having an Ollie, right? Ollie will be saying to Wan-Bissaka, move over. Remember, we're playing 5 at the back. You need to watch your man. When we had that stupid goal with Demba Ba, why is no one saying, guys, please come back? We've got literally one player here and all of you are forward.
I agree.
You're telling me there's individual mistakes here, but it's up to the coach to make sure.
This is where I agree with you. This is where I was
Tell me I'm wrong, Sean. Tell me I'm wrong.
Dom, I'm telling you that even at a Sunday league level, players should know you need to have, if they've got one man back, you have 2. 1 in front, 1 behind. You get taught that at 6 years old.
Yeah,
Ollie does not need to be screaming that from the touchline. On the pitch, the players have to have responsibility to organise themselves.
But why did that never happen last season? Why did that never happen last season then? I've never seen us in the whole history of Man United in 5 years. I don't think I've seen in the last 5 years Man United letting a goal that bad. Tell me when you.
I don't think I've ever seen a goal, that specific goal, in my whole life of watching us.
Well, there you go.
Not just the last 2 seasons.
So tell me another thing, right? If you've got someone who can see a better idea of the pitch, right, and you say you're managing a team, Sean, you see there's something about to happen, are you not going to say anything because you think the players should do it themselves?
Dom, I'll just tell you the truth. If you go back and watch that game, Mike Phelan was doing exactly that.
He
was doing exactly that. That's what his coach is there for. That he's the coach.
I don't care about Mike Phelan's not a coach. He's a sports direct ambassador, man. He ain't a coach. He's not a coach.
He's a coach.
Sorry,
he's doing his coaching job.
A question, and answer honestly. If Ferdinand and Vidic are there instead of Lindelof and Maguire, with Bissaka there, do you think Vidic and Ferdinand are opening their mouth to Bissaka after the first mistake? Yes,
150 million %. Yes.
Okay, that's just my opinion then. I agree.
Dom.
Yeah.
Well, there you go then. So you answer your own. You're answering your own argument, bro.
So for me, Oren's saying, "What's going on, Oren? Could you have you back, brother?" For me, it's a perfect time to bring a new manager. Team is in good position, albeit we lost to City in Europa. We lose City in Europa. It isn't that bad. A proper coach can ignite us. Oren, look, I'm looking at both sides, and I understand that, and I think Sean and AG understand that. We're not being flicking idiots or delusional. We're looking at both sides, and I think we know that there's always a new manager bounce. Come on, it happened with Ollie and flicking Rio Ferdinand. Tear out the paper, give him the contract. We were all so gassed. We were singing Ollie's at the wheel, and I tell you right now, if Poch does come in it will have a bounce. It will have a bounce. But for me, I don't know if Poch is the right person. I don't know who is available as the right person. Tell me right now, Neji, who you think actually could come in right now if we sacked Ollie? But actually, who do you think?
I would take Scotty Tuhati from Leipzig, bro.
What, Nagelsmann?
Yeah, Nagelsmann's my guy, bro. I'll be honest, because he's young. He's clearly got. He reminds me of a young Jose when you see young Jose, young Pep when they changed the way football was played. Yeah, for me, I'm not saying he's the one who's changing football, but you see something that can last long term and that he can also grow with. So he can learn about his own formation and systems while still performing at a high enough level. If my team turned up the way they turned up, I would be so happy because the work rate, the switch play, the direct football, players are running like this. And yes, I know it was a must-win game and they needed it, but come on, you dropped your best players at the time what you had in the team, minus Upamecano, and you drew 3-3, almost got a winner with Bayern Munich for top of the league. You prioritized this game so well. That's something we would have done. Fergie would have done, in my opinion. That's the closest I've ever seen to someone being able to drop players and still be able to go and give the best in the German league a run for the money and almost nick it at the end, get a draw. Fans will be like, you know what? You got a draw, incredible, good result. Move on to United, go and smash it. And they smashed it. Do you know what I mean? They killed the game in 15 minutes. Now, don't get me wrong. When Ollie changed to the full midfield, I feel the issues that were there for their team and stabilizing their team was because we went into the diamond and they couldn't handle that. However, I do believe that's down to one, fatigue, and I also do believe that is down to player quality. Because when Pogba was on the pitch, hate to say it, when he was on the pitch, and Bruno and Donny, that was a completely different level. If Nagelsmann had that midfield what we had, playing that way, I genuinely believe that wouldn't have been an issue if a team changed their formation.
And that's my point. You just literally just backed up what I said at the beginning. If we had a better coach, those players would be playing better. Sean, this is for you. Aaron's got a really good question here, bro. If Ollie is not the man to win trophies, then what's the point of persisting with him now? Okay, literally, a couple of points. I mean, straight to the point, Sean. You tell him right now how to come back to that, because that's the point.
Ollie, given the right conditions, and if he's backed with the players that he wants, Ollie is 100% the man to win trophies. I've never deviated from that. I've heard other people say otherwise, but I believe he will win trophies and he's capable of winning trophies. Whether he will or not depends on our board. And I believe that applies to any manager that you bring in, because we already had world-class managers at the club and they haven't been able to do it to make it work. Look at what Jose is doing with Tottenham. I think that has to tell you something, that there's something wrong with our club, because he's getting Tottenham to the top of the table, but he wasn't able to do it with us. And people are saying Jose's finished, Jose's this, Jose's that. No, there's a fundamental issue at our club. And you bring in Pep, you bring in Klopp, you bring in any manager, they're not going to be able to achieve their best work under the current conditions at the club.
Do you not think with Tottenham, I'm not talking about Tottenham, but with Jose and Tottenham, a massive power trip is there, and there wasn't at United? Because if you think at United, the egos, the power, the swagger, the morale of players that are there, Jose's style is more of a fear me old school style. I am the boss, this, you do what I do. Tottenham, let's be honest, have a lack of personalities. Son would clean anyone's floor for you for free and then clean it again the next day. Let's be honest. I'm on about his personality. I don't think that's a bad trait. What I'm saying is he's a nice guy. If Jose's going into that team and telling Harry Kane and them, man, to start playing dirty, that means we're just too nice, but they ain't got that winning grit, that mentality. Tottenham have never had it. So ultimately, they're already inferior to Jose. So Jose going there is perfect.
I don't even want to give air to Jose because he was toxic in our club. I know he was massive. But I would never welcome Jose back to our club or even say he's doing a good job at Spurs, because
it's not about welcoming him back.
The way I know it's not about wanting him back, but the way he does it with teams, I don't like his style. I don't like that he thinks about himself. I don't like he doesn't say us, the club. He says me. I've won this. I've won this. No.
This is why Allegri can't be a part of the.
Allegri cannot be a part of it. Look, someone else said, Ankit said here, the Mönchengladbach managers good at up and coming yet. You know what? It's one of those things like, you know, when we look at managers, and obviously the question was, would we accept Pep? Would Pep win us a title over Oli? For me, I feel like we'll play better football 100% with Pep. It will be good in the eye. The eye test will be tick, 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 tick. See you later. It'll be progressive. We'll get a different type of player in. It'll probably be all Spanish players. It'll be flicking everyone's Spanish name, right?
No,
I think we'll play good football, but I don't know. With the whole structure, Pep would probably fall out with the Glazers, with Woodward. He wouldn't get backed. He wouldn't get the type of profile. They went out and got, what, 3 left backs, right backs, and wing. Woodward.
Pep would walk. He would walk after 18 months, bro.
I'll say 18 minutes.
He would. Yeah.
He would.
Yeah, he would walk. And Dom, so you'd be happy to sell us out to the Spaniards? What about the tradition of our club of bringing young English players through? Pep's not doing that. He's just going to bring through all the Spanish.
I said that Pep would bring the Spanish. I said that Pep
and that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. So you'd be happy to sell us out Spaniards.
Did I say I want Pep?
No, you never.
I never said I want Pep. I said he came in.
To be fair, Dom was providing an argument for a new manager of Pep's class.
Yes. I never said I want Pep, man. At this moment, I don't know what I want. I want a flicking milkshake to cheer me up, man, because this whole football is just getting me down, man. It's Ollie, look, I'll send a nice for you to come and send that again. Anybody who's new, please subscribe to the United Sauce and Wingers channel. We're keeping it real here, and we'll try and get all your comments on as well if you want to make sure that you're all most important people on this.
Can we just have a conversation with this price structure?
Ollie spent 130 mil with Bissaka and Maguire, and they look worse now last season. Jesus, discuss
this is my point. Yeah, when people are referring to Ollie and money, Ollie is not the one spending. Ollie's the one giving Santa flipping list, and Santa's the one spending the money. Ollie is literally the little kid with a wish list at Christmas.
But Ollie came out and said, "Oh, I'm in charge of transfers."
Why would he say the opposite?
Yeah, but why would he come out and say anything at all?
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. That's a personality thing. But if someone clearly wouldn't say the opposite, then they're clearly going to say the nicest thing, which is the easiest thing, because he's not going to throw them guys under the bus. So scrap that. When it comes to 130 million, right, that is on Ed Woodward. If we have a footballing director, I'm pretty sure Maguire is probably coming in at that time when he was still a big name and potential.
Yeah,
he would probably come in for 50 million, no more. Okay, it's quite evident. It's quite evident that Chelsea have a sporting director and we're able to get Chilwell for 30 mil less. It's quite evident that, you know, Bissaka's come for 50 million, but ultimately probably should have come for 30, 35 tops.
Every team knows we're desperate in AG. They all know that
this is the difference.
For success.
But this is the difference, bro, because you've got non-footballing people going, you've got bankers going, yes, what do bankers do? All they know is money.
Tesco manager
I'll
saying,
give you
please, can we buy this guy? It's embarrassing.
Can we just stop comparing how much has been spent? Because what's been spent is by one person and one person only.
As well.
It's by Ed Woodward. Okay, Ed Woodward is the one spending. It's not wrong for any manager, whether Ollie, Jose, Van Gaal, Moyes, the next person after Ollie. It's not old news that they're going to ask for players.
How much was Diaz? Was Diaz? We were in for him as well.
Was that 30-40 mil?
Diaz.
40 million. Sean, tell me a number that if we went for Diaz, how much would it cost if we went for Diaz at Man United?
Oh, if it was us, they'd double it, 60.
Yeah,
more than that.
Just if they, probably. So that's just the reality, right? The United tax, but the United tax has always been there. That's not new. We've just got to accept that. It is what it is, right? We've always had to pay over the odds for players.
Van Persie was his last
30 million.
30 million, fine.
That's what I'm saying, cheap.
Nadine, do you remember
but his contract was about to run out.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's like when Aubameyang was being.
That was expensive.
Thank God we didn't get him. Thank God we didn't get him.
It was at the time that was crazy expensive for a player whose contract's about to run out.
Yeah, but it definitely wasn't out of sync. It definitely wasn't out of sync because
Diaz was 60 million. All right, that means we would have gone 100 million then. Fair play.
Okay, so
100 million.
We just spent 40 million on this new teenager, right? A winger. So bear in mind,
he's young. He's young. I don't mind if he's good.
Yeah, but 40 million, right? We're not in a position where we're not Manchester City where we need backup. We need a first team player, not a young potential right
Oh
winger.
yeah, no, I completely hear that. Completely hear that.
He's got to play though. He's got to play.
If Woodward
for that money, he's got to be playing.
He's got to be first.
He's got to come in and play.
Yeah. If Woodward's in a position where he's bargaining, and I mean bargaining, over 20-30 million pounds for Sancho.
Yes, Joseph.
He's been bargaining from the last game, right? Okay. Why is he then spending 40 million on a teenager? Why is Ed Woodward also provided Edison Cavani's agent 20 million? That money could have gone to something better. If you have a director of football, that money gets
Benji, is that how much it was? 20 mil.
Bro, 20. So wages was 20 mil. That's what I'm saying, fam. We have people. We do not have football people. We do not have football people running football business. So ultimately, we can talk about what's being spent. Ollie doesn't have a say. As much as you want to believe what he's saying, Ollie does not have a say on how much he gets these players for.
No, you know what? Right?
That's criminal.
We're in a dark time, man. You know, like the flicking Black Plague or one of them ones. Like it's when everybody's just like, we're in a bad time, man. Like to be a United fan, can you imagine all the kids growing up like, "Oh, daddy, who should I support?" They'll be like, "Don't support United, mate. It's a bag of rubbish." I've never been in a situation where every week I have no idea what's going to happen. We got Man City on Saturday. People are saying, "Oh, because we lost to Leipzig, we're probably going to win this." I don't have a clue what team we're going to play, what the formation is going to be, if they're going to be up for it, if Maguire's going to be like, "Oh no, I missed the header, sorry boys," if he's going to pull down Luke Shaw. I haven't got a clue what's going to happen.
I forgot he did that as well. Don't vex me even more, bro.
He pulls down his own players. I don't know if this is some sort of inside betting thing he's doing. He's like, "No, actually, my second cousin's put a bet on
get
it."
him done for match fixing or something. Like, go check it out, bro. Because
what's going on
off the pitch?
We're in a situation right now where we don't know what's going to happen in the games. It's bad. 40 mil is a wild for a player we've never seen before. Massively. Look, this is why I want this guy, Ahmed Diallo, to be such a baller, so we can all laugh and say, came from France.
We're not saying this because we're United fans. Trust me, Dom. When I say the guy's got talent, I'm going to talk about talent. I'm not talking world class. I'm not saying he's a world class baller. I'm saying his talent clearly is at a level of the highest. So if he gets a couple of runs like Palestri has, I mean, Palestri's done really well. I'm quite proud of him actually, because I'm watching the way he plays. He's playing with he's not playing with much fear. He's just going in, and I like that because you're going to need that when you get your chance. Because by the way, Europa's looking for us. Lord of mercy. by the way, that's looking for us. Palestri maybe playing in them games, so that'll be a nice run up. Maybe a blessing in disguise, and hopefully the Diallo kid, whatever his name is, Ahmad Diallo, Diaby, whatever. He's looking good, man. He was confident in the Champions League. So
Diallo is probably the same age as Sahir here. Look, he's saying, guys, he's literally he's on his knees telling them how we feel about this. Look, guys, I'm 18 in January. I can barely remember the season when we won the league. I was called a glory hunter in the primary school. I can safely say that I'm not a glory hunter anymore. Look, he's breaking down people's ambitions, hopes, dreams. Honestly, he's breaking down people's dreams, man. This is right? People, this is what I'm saying about people growing up in this era. No one's saying Man United, Man United. Do you see how much even training kits they're bringing out? Orange, green one day, purple next day. They're trying to make money however they can because they're not getting in the Champions League. They're not getting it probably. We're going to finish in the Premier League. I don't know.
Are we Arsenal? Yes or no? Are we Arsenal? Are we Arsenal?
No. We're not bad as Arsenal.
Everything you've just said, everything you just free-flowed said, open a box in my head and went Arsenal reasons. So when do we what turns us into Arsenal? Because I don't think we're far.
What turns us into Arsenal? We need to get one of our best players and not play him. Wait a minute. I think we're talking about Pogba here. Wait a minute. That's Ozil Pogba. Okay, next one. We need to have a really shaky defense. Wait a minute. Arsenal have a shaky defense too. Let me think about this. We need to have really good midfield. To be fair, they got Xhaka.
Got McTominay
scoring and not gone a goal drought. Wait a minute. You've got Aubameyang and you've got our strikers. Martial hadn't scored. Well, I think we can see that the the mirror is
and that's just on the pitch. What are you talking off the pitch?
You know what? It's
we
mad.
don't even know where we're going.
It's mad. I remember banter the guys when I was still working in the city. There was a few Arsenal fans. I used to just love coming into work every day, just to talk football with them, right? And I used to get them. It was like 10 years, I think, since they won a league title. And I used to be like, man, that is such a long time. You know, we're only 2 years away from that now, bro.
Oh, don't.
2 years away from that, man.
No, we're not.
And
I
could, if you asked me, even a few years ago, would that ever happen to our club? No, not a chance in hell.
Ask it, bro.
Nah. You know what, right? I'll be honest with you. Okay, look, we know that Ollie's not going to get sacked on Saturday because we'll only still be what, 5th or 6th, and or 5 points off top with game in hand, whatever. He's not going to get sacked no matter what happens. I'm not asking for him to get sacked. I'm just asking for my club to for whatever way you can. If it means sacking Ollie, fine. If it means sort of getting a DOF, fine. If it means making Bruno player manager, whatever. Let's just start getting to winning ways and have a identity, right? So we know Ollie's not going to get sacked. I think we can all agree on that. For now, though, I want to look at Man City, okay? Man City have won their last 3 games, whatever. They're on form. They got Sterling back. Aguero is confirmed to be not starting, but he will come on. And you know what Aguero has done to us. You know what haunts us every single time. So we're going to shake this up, and I want the people in the comments to get involved as well. We are going to do a combined 11 for Man City, okay? So we're going to get involved here, right? I want people to talk about what they think. We're going to completely just break this down and say who makes a combined 11 of Man City. And no one tell me it's all blue. It's not going to be all blue, right? Because we're going to go through each team. So what we're going to do, we're going to get started, right? I'm going to start with keepers, right? Sean, I'm going to start with you, bro. Who are you saying for keeper? All right, just bearing in mind, Edison's not played the last game. I think it was some next dude. Can't remember his name, Kevasaka or something. But yeah. Edison or De Gea or Henderson, what are you saying?
So who am I playing for this game? So are we doing this based on who we believe should play on the weekend, yeah? Yeah,
but based on form, who's the best team? Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, it's got to be Henderson.
Wow, okay.
I am De Gea's biggest fan. I believe for 3-4 years, he was the best keeper in the world, hands down, bar none. But I feel like...
De Gea, man.
Nah, yeah, they can say what they want, bro. They're allowed. But I'm saying Henderson because that third goal for me is no excuse. That sums up for me De Gea's weaknesses as a goalkeeper, which is his bravery, and he was not prepared to take a kick to save the team. And I know if there's Edison in that goal, he's saving that. Schmeichel in goal, he's saving that. And I don't rate Edison as a goalkeeper, but Peter Schmeichel saving that.
Me neither.
But Edison's saving that because he's willing to make his body big, and all he had to do was block the shot. De Gea's turning away and let the man just chip it in the goal, bruv.
What are you saying?
That as a goalkeeper.
That situation wouldn't even be happening if Maguire does his job.
But I don't care. It happened. He could have stopped it still.
No, he probably could have.
And he bottled it.
I used to play in goal. And I'll be honest, it used to surprise me when centre backs would mess up because then you have to be on it. In that moment, the way it happened, if you watch, it was a reaction thing. For me, it would have been a reactive save. It wouldn't have been a conscious save. Now, yes, you can say he would have ended up getting it, but for me,
his reaction is to cower. That's a weak reaction.
Well, that's fine, but ultimately, he shouldn't have got to that point. I always say, whoever plants the seed, whoever plants the seed deserves the most credit, bro. End of the day, Maguire planted the seed there and then.
I've had enough of him.
Henderson, are you agreeing with De Gea?
I'd have to. It's a big game. Hendo will have a bit of a spice, but ultimately, De Gea has to play for me. It makes no sense otherwise.
For me, I would say probably. You know what? I got something about Hendo. You know, I like De Gea, but there's something about Hendo which calms me. If it's calming me, it's got to be calming the defenders too. Look, I know people say De Gea.
That's fair. That's a fair point. Let's go Hendo.
I've got to ask you a question quickly.
Go Hendo. I can agree with that.
Dom,
yeah.
Is Henderson in goal? Does he save that third goal against
100%? 100%.
That's it. Say no more.
That's why we move on. All right, left back. This is going to be interesting, okay? What are we saying for left back? Neji. So obviously you've got the likes of Mendy, you got Shevchenko, you've got Telles, Shaw.
I don't believe Man City's left backs are their biggest threat.
I think that
Yeah, I think they're just there. They're just there. Anything in their back four, which is weird, or back six, whatever you want to call it, is weak. So you have to go Shaw or Tellez based on what I prefer and what, let's say, if I was a manager, what I would go for. I would go for the attacking flair. So
you're saying Tellez, aren't you? You're saying
I'd go Tellez more time. Yeah.
What are you saying, Sean? You agreeing?
It's a hard one for me because I feel like that is Man City's weakest position in their whole team, probably. But I have to say, if you put a fit Mendy and a Mendy on top form against a Tellez on top form, who I'm sorry. It's a hard one.
You have to go based on now, form now.
Yeah,
well, I think Tellez. So I think Tellez made a lot of mistakes.
So is Mendy
defensively.
I've
seen Tellez make a lot of mistakes defensively. So for me, I will be going on Luke Shaw on overall.
Wow,
back and forth.
Shaw. Okay,
yeah.
Okay. So we've got Tellez, Luke Shaw. I'm saying for me, you know what? I feel like Luke Shaw would play better with better players and a better system. I feel like if you had someone, a coach that said, don't cut back when you get to the byline and pass it in, cross the ball, he would play better because going back, defending, Luke Shaw is so good defending. I can't fault him on his defending and his recovery pace and his thought process. But going forward, that's an easy fix. So I would agree with Luke Shaw as well. We've got loads of people saying Tellez. So it's between Tellez and Luke Shaw. You know what? I'm going to have to go with the people. I'm going to have to go with the people for this one. So let's go Tellez.
Remember, before Luke Shaw got injured, he had 2 assists in 2 games, people.
All right, let's go for left centre back. What are we saying? Like, we both know that these centre backs are Man United. we know.
There's only one player. I'll be honest. You can skip through this quick. For me personally, there's only one player that I believe right now that could fit in that back line as well as Man City's, and that's Axel Tuanzebe. That's it.
But he's not better than Diaz or Laporte or.
Bro, Laporte's not even playing. They're playing John Stones, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So for me, if I'm going to pick any United player, not that I have to, Axel's the closest, and you can even debate whether he's good enough. So if he's not,
gets above this. Come on, Diaz goes straight in.
Diaz is on form. We're going on form, so Diaz has to go in there.
It's Diaz and Maguire. Let's just get that one.
Nah. You cannot go in on De Gea that
Maguire
way.
or John Stones.
John Stones is in better form than Maguire.
Whoa!
He's in better form than Maguire. Is John Stones a captain? No. Is he clearing up balls off the floor? No. Is he still? Has John Stones got the same form as he did against Sevilla last season? The same way he did the game yesterday or 2 days ago? No, he hasn't. Maguire's nowhere near that team.
Oh, I don't know about Maguire, man.
I can't have that.
Why? Okay, you tell me why he's there. You tell me why he's there. Don't compare him.
Because as bad as he is, as bad as he's been, he is still our best centre back, and therefore he still walks into that Man City's team.
It doesn't matter if he's our best centre back.
He's better than John Stones. He's better than John Stones.
But has he been better this season? Thank you, Sanjo.
These people are trolling now, man. This is getting out of hand.
Big up. You need to be serious.
It's well-deserved criticism.
Sean, you've had a long day. You're probably tired, man.
You can't go in on De Gea for a reaction save when you've got Maguire, who should be consciously defending the ball and can't mop up.
There's no way.
So who are you going to play in AJ? Who are you going to play? We haven't got any better centre-backs.
So it's even. So you play Stones because he's playing better than
No. Laporte is still playing some games. He doesn't play every game, but he still plays games.
If he's not first team, he's getting dropped. Then clearly,
he's been dropped, man. He's not on form. If he's playing Stones instead of Laporte, but I'm saying the simple fact of the matter is,
just saying,
Stones is not better than Maguire.
We might as well put Lindelof in.
To be fair,
Lindelof's worse than bloody Maguire.
Better shout. I disagree with that.
Lindelof's worse than Maguire at the moment.
Lindelof. I want to move on. The centre backs are all dead.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna go with I can't put Maguire in.
What's the comment saying?
Check the comments, man. Centre backs are dead.
Maguire. Some people are saying Phil Jones in.
Put Phil Jones in.
Bro, do you know what? Put Phil Jones in for bad.
This is serious.
He'd do a better job.
Look, You know what? Even not a fit starting Laporte, he's still better. So I put Laporte in.
Fact. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
You know what I mean? Even if he's not starting, he was starting our team straight away.
That's fair.
Yeah, but you
All
put
right,
them on the wrong side, Dom. Diaz plays right side,
Oh,
Laporte
don't
left side.
give monkeys, man. Whatever in it. Right back. By the way, Ankit's saying you're Sean is Brexit FC. All right back. We can all say this is easy. Kyle Walker done.
Yeah, all day. Move on.
Right.
Whoa.
What do you mean?
Jeez.
Whoa, what, man? You just want to chat, bro.
Well,
Walker,
Walker,
you just want to
dead
talk,
as
bro.
well,
You're still
bro.
trying to long out the stream.
What are you talking
Walker.
about, Sean? Sean's
Kyle
on that
Walker.
juice.
Last season,
football
I would have
the
put
guy-
Bissaka there. This
He's
season,
a liability,
no way.
bro.
There's
So
no
is
way
Bissaka.
we're putting Wan-Bissaka on the
No,
right.
listen, when Bissaka's
You're
defending like
hating on
this-
him because he had one game.
No,
But
I'm
I
hating on
guarantee
him
you
because all
Sterling,
he can do is
Sterling
one-on-one
doesn't
defense.
get past him. I
No.
guarantee you Sterling
Yeah,
don't get
that's
past him on the
one-on-one
weekend.
defending, but when you're in the box, bro, and you're trying to header and you're doing this, some kukunke, kurungudundo stuff, it doesn't work,
Yeah,
bro. That's some
and-
African tribe
And
defending.
Cancelo,
That don't work.
correct. If
All right,
anyone's
it's
playing at
between
right back, it's got to be
and Kyle
Cancelo.
Walker. It's between them two.
Cancelo, man. Get Kyle
Right,
Walker out
Cancelo
of
then.
that
Let's
crap.
go. Let's go.
All right,
Cancelo.
you know what? I do
Yeah.
like Cancelo, so I'll put him in. You know what?
Can't
I'm
have
really
that
shocked
clown
right
in
now
there,
with
man.
Two Man United players. I'm shocked. I'm
This
so
is
happy.
crazy.
It's mad the fact that I know Walker can head a ball better in doing defensive headers. There's a reason that he should be on there. That says everything about Bissaka. That's poor. I don't want to say it because my team. I'm being real, bro. Truth. Nothing but
Damn.
the truth.
You know what?
Nice
I don't
small
know.
records.
I'm also thinking
Nah,
Tellez is so attacking, right? We're putting the most attacking fullbacks on each side. I feel like we need to have Kyle Walker, you know?
Tom, move on, mate.
Oh, you know what? This team's probably worse than our starting lineup.
Move
All right.
on.
In midfield, this is important now. There's not a lot of space for midfield. We got Rodri has to start. It's a fact.
Yep.
But
Rodri.
Dom, we're playing we're playing Man United system and not their system because they don't play like that.
We're Man United, man. I don't care what Man
Yeah,
City.
Man
plays.
United system, because this is still going to be embarrassing because watch how many players fit our system. Better
All right,
than
here we go.
ours.
And who's next to Rodri?
I
I remember you got loads of
Pass the Fred. Bomba.
Excuse me. Nah, you don't want two CDMs. You don't
Pass
need
need
one.
Fred.
I prefer
You-
Donny van der
we
Beek.
missed-
I know he's not
How
going to
much
get in the
did we
final
miss
third.
Fred? How much
Mate,
did we miss Fred?
Do
Though?
not forget, right? We've got Fernandinho. We got what's his name?
He's
Kevin
a geriatric. He's a geriatric. Forget him.
Nah,
Gundogan.
Van der Beek's better in terms of finding space and tight holes and retaining ball possession. He's better than all those stats wise. So
Right.
he's a very strong shout. That's not a bias thing. I've not even been biased.
He's
with
not even
defenders.
going to start. He's not even going to start. By the way,
But that's
You know
not what
what?
we're debating.
I actually do think because remember, don't forget they wanted Fred from Shakhtar.
Yeah.
yeah. Pep wanted Fred.
You know what? Let's freaking put Fred in. I can't believe we've got 3 Man United players in the Man City. This is mental, man. This ain't real.
Because Man City
Yeah,
are not that
yeah.
good, bro.
Oh my god! All right, Fred. All right, okay. Now we got 3 up front. We have to have Kevin De Bruyne. He's got to be in there. I don't give a monkeys.
Yeah, number on the right side of
Where's
midfield.
Bruno, fam? Bruno's way better than Kevin.
Bruno's
De Bruyne.
number 10. Yeah, Bruno number 10. De Bruyne
Right.
on the right.
All right,
Okay.
Kevin. All right.
And then Sterling has to go on the left. I'm sorry. Tony,
Sterling?
Rashford. Yeah, Sterling's got to go in there, man.
Sterling's so overrated.
So no one's thinking about Foden or anything. Leave that guy out, yeah?
Nah.
What about
Who?
Bernardo Silva?
Washed.
Who?
Bernardo Silva?
I did,
Nah. Bit time player.
All right, we're going Bruno in the middle,
who-
yeah?
I don't know these players. Who are these players you're
Bruno
talking about?
10.
Yeah,
who's
Bruno
there?
all day.
Who's on the left?
He should have been the first name on the team sheet. Sterling.
Rashford, based on form, he's playing better. Well, as you said, I've been sticking with that all the way through.
Oh,
on
I don't
form.
think about Rashford, man. I'm sorry.
Nah,
I think
man.
Sterling-
Rashford can't get
more.
in there, man.
Sterling's scoring
know.
goals for fun at the moment, man.
Bro,
Yeah,
he's only just
I'm
scored
sorry.
what? Is it one in his last 6 games?
No,
He's
Nah,
doing
he's
Two or
he scored
something
a
this-
couple.
Yeah.
he scored a
yeah,
couple.
so he's the same as Rashford then.
No, but no. In the
With
same
less
game, mate.
chances. With less chances.
No, I don't know.
But if you had to pick those
Has he
two
scored
to
a
win you a
hat-trick this-
game,
Has he scored a hat-trick this season? Does he come off the bench and impact the team like he does? No, he does not.
I don't know. You know what?
And his one-on-ones are poor. I've always been saying he's overrated. Sterling's only good because of the manager.
Sterling's
He plays
not
in his.
overrated.
He plays in his. Let me land. He plays in a system. He plays in a system that suits his ability when he's on the pitch. When it comes to his individual brilliance, he hasn't got it. On that pitch
know.
right now, on that pitch, looking at what you've put out there right now, everything is attacking, which gives room for a player like Rashford to play a more free role. Because I'm telling you now, Bruno and Kevin will be pulling strings that much that I guarantee you, and we can even go off the stats, Rashford will finish.
No, you know what?
Like
I think it goes there. I think Mahrez is better than Rashford at the moment.
Oh, go Kevin De Bruyne left and then Mahrez right.
Mahrez is better than
Rashford. Filthy player.
Are you telling me that Mahrez does not get into this team? You're stupid.
Mahrez, did you watch his misses yesterday?
Pardon?
Mahrez can't get into this 11, man. Sterling's the first name on that team sheet.
Of course he can.
Mahrez is better than Rashford right now. He is, for a fact.
But he's not better than Sterling.
Oh my God, yes he is. You're lying to yourself.
Sorry, man. No, he's not.
Dom, Bruno's been having always on the left
Sterling.
side.
Say again?
Bruno can't play on the left.
I said Bruno actually drifts out to the left side. So if anything, I put KDB in 10, Bruno left, and Mahrez in his favorite position on the right.
Yeah, you know what?
Formation.
I'm sorry. There's no way I could sleep tonight without putting Mahrez on that pitch. It's stupid, man. It'll be stupid.
Oh my word!
I'm not an idiot.
Dom, are you about to do this?
I'll put Rashford on the bench to come on and score and impact like he always does. If he comes off the bench,
and Sterling's not in the conversation. Wow.
Who's on the left again?
I'll put Bruno.
Bruno, yeah,
because he does actually do a lot of work in the final as well. Yeah.
Bro, that team is so unbalanced.
What do you mean unbalanced?
No, that is not.
There's no balance.
You're not a gymnast, man. What are you talking about?
You won, fam.
Bro,
brethren.
How are you got Bruno Fernandes on the left wing?
He can play left wing.
Unbelievable. Man.
It's not even left wing, it's left cam.
What's sure, man?
That's a left cam position, bro. There's nowhere near the wing.
We're not getting Dan James in there. That'd be so James.
Nah, allow it, Ankit.
We should do that.
You might as well put a Garlo in there with this team, man. This team is rubbish.
Garlo, I still think that Garlo's a ball. He's done nothing wrong to deserve hate other than Cavani coming in.
Next time we should do the worst Man United team, like compared with the worst Man City team, so we can get in there like, I don't know, Scott Carson for Man City, a Garlo, Dan James on the left. I don't know, like freaking Shevchenko. All right, so we're gonna go for the last striker. Who's up front? So you got a choice between Gabriel Jesus, Aguero,
Rashford,
Martial,
Rashford.
You say Rashford?
Yeah, I'm saying Rashford up top, man, because Martial's out. Rashford is a striker. He plays up top when we haven't got our first choice players there. He can play up front, and he's better than Jesus, and he's better than Torres.
Wait, what Jesus are we talking about here, man? We got Paulie saying Cavani.
Cavani all day.
He's not fit.
You know?
He's not fit.
Are we talking about Aguero? Because Aguero did play the last game.
Gee, Dom, you said on current form. Cavani's not
current
fit.
Form. Yeah, current form.
On good form.
On current form, it's either Jesus or Cavani or Martial. Well, it can't be Martial. He's not scored.
Cavani.
Martial's not on current form.
Huh?
How are you not saying Rashford?
Because he's not on good form, bro.
He's not on great form.
You were just trying to put him in the team,
over
for
Sterling.
Yes. What are you talking about, brother?
Over Sterling. I'm going on facts, brethren.
Because you said he's in better form.
Yeah, better form than who? Sterling. Yes, he is.
Sterling.
Fact.
And is he better form than Jesus? Cavani's
yes,
not fit, bro.
Not...
Forget.
No, but we're not doing about fitness. He just said people in form, and Cavani is in form.
Who's
not on the bench?
Dom,
I feel like
you got to be clear, man. Because can Cavani be counted?
Who do you want to be?
If Cavani can play, it's Cavani. But I'm saying he's not fit, so he can't be in the equation.
Aguero then.
No, Aguero is not playing. He's just come back.
He hasn't played for a year.
But he's fit to play though.
Yeah, he's fit to play.
If he's fully fit, he's obviously the man.
Right,
for me, on current form, it's Rashford.
Rashford's not a striker, bro. He's
not a striker, man. He's not.
You guys are. Bruno. He's as much a striker as Bruno is a left midfielder on that. Pitch.
But that's the point, though. That's the point. Bruno in the 10 does bits. When Bruno plays on the left side, he does bits. When Bruno's in the 6 and the 8, he does bits. Wherever Bruno is on that pitch, he does bits. Rashford is not that guy. Stop it.
All right. So, guys, this is our Man United combined 11. We're now going to go over to to a channel who's done another, not channel, like a review site that's done another combined 11. All right, this is a sports channel. They're a big sports channel. They've done their own Man City, Man United 11. Let's see how we compare, right? So in the goal, we put Henderson. This sports channel has put Edison. Well, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Wow.
All right. So in the centre back, they've got Laporte and Diaz. So we've got all that right. That's good. On left back, they've got Telles. We've got Telles. We're destroying that. On the right, they've got Walker. So I was interested about Walker.
So far, then what you're saying is I'm right so far.
Yeah, Cancelo. I did want Walker. So whatever in that. They've got Rodri. We've got Rodri. They got De Bruyne. We've got De Bruyne. And they've got Fernandes. We've got Fernandes. They've got Sterling. So we put in...
Okay, then.
Yeah, but they're playing a 4-3-3.
Okay, then.
Okay, 4-3-3 is different.
It's a 4-3-3, so they haven't got Fred. They haven't got two defenders, two CDMs. And they got Mahrez and Aguero. So everything is right apart from just taking out Fred and Walker.
What was that second to last one again, Dom? Sorry.
Aguero's up top, and you've got Sterling and Mahrez. So
who's that? Mahrez.
Yeah.
I thought Sean said he went in form. Like he wasn't. Oh man, that's mad.
I'm not having him in there, man.
Mate, I'm saying, look, I'm just so shocked that we've got 1, 2.
How many?
3.
Yeah, what's the balance?
We've got 4 United players. I'm sorry, we'll probably take out Fred. It'll probably be someone else instead of Fred. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, but you could swap Henderson as well, so it's still evens.
Yeah, they put in Edison. All right, big. All right, boys, let's just talk about for the last bit. Let's talk about the predictions for the game on Saturday. I'm not going to talk about strategy because if we're going to talk about it, Ollie ain't going to talk about it. So what's the point? What's the point? What do you think is going to happen? Give me your sort of ideas of what you think is going to be in terms of your debut. What do you think the score is going to be, bro?
2-0 or 3-1 City. I don't believe. I know a lot of people have been banking on, we're inconsistent, so we're probably going to win against City. A lot of people actually believe in that.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
I don't believe for a second.
The hype of that has gone. The mindset of why we managed to do that has gone because quite clearly we're at an all-time low now. I don't think they've got the right mindset to go get a result against City. We've got too many weak mentalities in the team. So 2-0 City, 3-1 City. The City win for me.
Sean.
Yeah, do you know what, man? I'm a bit sad about this one because I think we're going to lose the game, and I feel like the heat is going to come for Ollie after this match.
And that leads.
I can see it being. I don't think we'll get steamrolled, but I think we will lose. I'm going to go 2-1 to City, and I see the heat coming for Ollie. The knives will be out for him.
Okay, I'm thinking as well that I think as well that we. I don't want to say it. It's either going to be a draw. Or I just don't think we're going to win it. It will be a draw or a loss, only because I can't predict Man United. So if I predict that we're going to lose or draw, the only way is up for me. Do you know what I mean? If my expectations are on the floor, I don't know who's going to start, what the formation is, and that leads me to this last point. Do we start Pogba? Just yes or no?
No.
Should we bring him on?
You got to go.
Time?
No.
He goes home. He goes home.
Wow. Okay.
No. Destiny's Child out here. No. He's not playing, brother.
Pogba doesn't play. We predict either a draw or a loss. I don't want to be pessimistic and down, but we've got to be real. I'm not going to lie. Just because I'm on the channel or whatever, I'm not going to lie.
He needs to bring Fred back in. I'm sorry. Yeah, the last 2 games where he's left Fred out, we've missed him badly. Yeah, and I'm surprised how much we missed him in there.
I think Fred's going to be available still, bro.
Yeah. And then the last point here. So, Ollie, if we lose, is he okay? If we win,
he's not.
You don't think he's okay if we lose?
No, he's never okay, even win or lose, bro. But that's fact. He's not in a position because it's the manner in which we're getting results.
Yeah,
it's not so much the results; it's 100%. The manner in which we're getting them. So he's never okay, bro. He's never 100%. Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe and like the video. We want to get to at least 20 likes, and that really helps the channel. We'll be back for the match reaction after the game. Hopefully we win. Again, I just want us to play some good football. We seem to get up for these big games and just really play solid. So hopefully we can do that. But we'll be back on Saturday after the game with a match reaction, and hopefully we'll come back to a good show. If we do, I'm going to bring some chicken wings to celebrate barbecue style. So yeah, please smash a like, subscribe, and we'll see you soon, guys. This is you got Sean on the right in blue, Grow Football. You got Sunshine 47, that's an AG, and myself, Dominic, United Source. Peace out. Peace.